Hey guys, following up on the video for the explody totem inquisitor. I think I'll just show how I'm trying to calculate it in POB and tell me if I'm doing mistakes because it's pretty hard to calculate. Um, but this is how I figured I would at least try to get a POB out of this. So the way I have it set up, so I set up all my things in POB. If I've got Unholy Might, all my settings, and then to get a sense of what the skill does, I go here and I go into my totem, and I check the life. So the totem life. So it's 8,250 right now, the base life. So we're dealing 600% of that as flat fizz. So let's take that. So 600%. So it's times 6. So 250 times 6. It's 49,000 flat fizz. All right. So what I do, I add it. Where is it? Yes, here. So let's change that. So it's going to be 49. 500. To my custom modifiers, I also added before, sorry, I should have started with that, the 30% reduced totem life that we get from those crucible mods. So the life I took there included that 30% reduction. Then here I put my obliterate, my one, but because I think at first I was doing it unharm. But the issue with the unarm is that a lot of the AOE increases I was getting weren't being counted because it's not. I don't think it's not considered an AOE. So now I'm trying Orb of Storm here, which has the lowest added that I could quickly find of effectiveness of added damage, and the flat lightning from it shouldn't really make much of a difference in terms of the damage we're showing because we're not scaling it. And then here, I think we've removed the flat crit, so it's 5% flat crit because our explosion doesn't have flat crit. We removed the flat crit, say -5, and so here, so yeah, I still have the ones there because they're on arm. They're not equipped, so it's counting the mod there. And it's good because I think the implicit of the one gives increased spell damage, and we're not scaling from that. So if we would put them in, we would get the increased spell damage. I think right now I'm getting 20% here. Yeah, so I think this one is making this number a little too much. But I don't think I have other ones. I think that's the only one. So it should be okay. It's probably a little under that because of the flat lightning and the effectiveness of added damage. Where is it? This one, yeah. So yeah, so the flat landing, the 3, I guess I could just put it level 1. That should do it. So that should show for the flat lightning. And then the effectiveness of added damage, because we're adding it to fizz, it's like a little overtuned at 10%. So I think maybe just 10% less. But basically, right now I'd be doing 1.7 million per hit. We don't care about the rest. And so right now, let's say I'm able to get my 27 traps pretty quick. We can multiply that by, I guess, if we go into the Devouring Totem link, where is it? Devouring Totem, the trap throwing time. So we're able to throw traps about 3 times a second. So, and how many traps do we throw? We throw, so that's 3. And then that's 5. So we're throwing 5 traps at a time, and each of those traps does 2 totem. So, all right, so let's do this. So 3 times a second, we throw 5 traps. They all proc 2 totems. So that's 30. But do they all proc 2 totems? Yeah, I guess except the last one. So once the last trap isn't gonna proc, but in this case we're trying to show us you're consistently casting it, not moving. But yeah, so it would be times 30. So if I go back to Orb of Storm, times 1, 7, 1, 12, 8. And that'd be my best guess. It does feel really high, the damage. I don't know if it feels that high, but I would say between 30 million, 50 million DPS right now on Cyrus. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how I'm calculating. Please, if you find any issues or better ways to do it, please add it in a comment, because I would love to get a better sense of how much damage it is. But it does feel like a lot of damage. Anyway, I hope that helps if you're getting started with the build. And yeah.